Hi, here's another video about smartness, being smart or being intelligent. I just recorded a first video about it, and while I just put back my video lights and so, I just got an insight. And this insight was not because I was thinking about what I said and if I could say it better or not, or if I forgot something. No, because I was not in my mind. I was not thinking, I just felt. And that's when it hit me. People who always try to rationalize things, people who always try to outsmart other people, people who know that they are intelligent, know that they have a brain that can think very fast, they hide in here. What does it mean? Well, these people count on this to help them through everything. And you may wonder why. Because they feel pain in here. So, being in here is painful, so let's escape to here. That's the reasoning. And it's funny because they believe they're very smart by going in here, but when it comes to their work in the corporations, they know that running away from a problem will not solve it. They know the problem will eventually catch up with them and hit them very badly, because the problem is generally like an infection, like a cancer. If you don't kill it at the beginning, it will grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you're fucked. And I know some of them think, no, but I'm so smart I can keep outrunning it. I managed for many years, so I believe in those many years I grew even smarter, so I can keep outrunning it. But you know that one day you cannot outrun it anymore. That's a fact. That's a physical, scientific fact, that you cannot keep outrunning things. Maybe you're getting too old to run. Maybe something else happens to you and you cannot run that fast anymore. So it's funny that those people who consider themselves to be so smart are actually doing what they themselves consider to be very stupid. Because they will tell their teammates and their employees not to run away from a problem, but to address it. And what do they do with their own problems? They keep running away from them. Why run away from something that's painful? The pain will only grow and will start to manifest itself in new ways, because it wants to get out. So you will be somewhere at some event and somebody says something, and then either you have tears in your eyes, or you get angry at the person, or you overreact on something because of that pain that is in there that you didn't resolve, and then you feel that you look stupid, and then your ego kicks in even harder, and you try to hide, you try to run away, try to justify or even blame it on the other. the other is such a bad person that he made you cry. But if there is a bad person, it's you, because you're not taking care of yourself. You're a bad person to yourself. I know that now at least 50% of the people are in the mind now already pressed stop or next to watch the next thing. If you're still watching this, it means you're realizing that you haven't been resolving your issue. You have been running away, and at the risk that one day it will just blow up in your face. And when I'm saying that you're being stupid, it's not my judgment, it's your own judgment. Because I don't consider it to be stupid. But it's the people who are in the mind who judge things by good or bad, stupid or smart. Me? If you ask me for my opinion, because you may wonder now, well, it's simple. It's part of life. It's your process. Sometimes we learn lessons very quick, and sometimes it takes us ages to do so. And some people die without having learned all the lessons. That's it. I was there myself. I ran away. Even in the previous video I already gave an example. How I got hurt, and then I hated women for multiple months. I was running away from what I was feeling. And later on I realized that it had nothing to do with that person, it had only to do with me, with my perception of things. And I know many people, many people who are hiding in their minds, and their lives are not getting better. They're suffering and suffering over and over again, and they refuse to go in here, and they refuse to deal with what they're feeling in here. That's it. Some people are very close to me who are behaving this way. Yeah. It wasn't easy at the beginning to see them behave this way, to see them run away, and I would see how easy it is to resolve the pain in here, because I've done it many times. So I'm talking from experience. But they don't have this experience, or they do not have enough of this experience, or they have dug themselves such a deep hole, it's difficult to get out of it. Unless you wait till the moment of the explosion and you will be launched out of it. That's also a possibility. But you will not be able to time the explosion, and you cannot predict the consequences. So it may happen on the worst moment ever that you can conceive, and in a very rough, tough, painful way. That's because you've been running. It's like when you knew you did something wrong and you run away from the punishment of your parents or your teacher, and you kept running until the moment they caught you, and then they were so angry because you made them run so long after you that you would get a double or even triple beating. And we all have done this. We all know how it ends. We get caught, we get the beating. It's better getting the beating at the beginning, immediately taking responsibility, than start to run away, because it will only get worse. And dealing with the pain is not even getting a beating. Dealing with the pain is actually preventing a beating. Dealing with the pain means, yeah, you may feel some pain, but you will dissolve the pain, so it's gone. So you decide, okay, now we'll sit down for 10 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, maybe a day, and deal with that pain, experience it. But after those minutes or those hours, the pain will be gone for good. So, if you think logically, what makes more sense? Running away while still having that pain in here, or dealing with it and not having it at all? Yes, I forgot to switch off the sound of the computer. I'm very popular. I got 2 emails in the past 30 seconds. So, if you want to use your smartness, use it smartly. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay if you don't know how to deal with it, or if you simply need support. Nothing wrong with that. There's always somebody you can ask for help. I've been helping a lot of people dealing with cases like this, and the results are very clear. People's lives are transforming. My own life transformed a lot, and those who know me know this for a fact. Even those people who don't fully understand, who are still living in their minds, even they have seen how my life changed, how I changed, how much lighter, how much happier I am. Some of them think I'm crazy. I let go of great jobs with huge salaries, and I chose to be independent with all the risks because I do not have security of income. I don't understand that. And I didn't buy a big house with a big mortgage and a big car, and but they see I'm happy. And then they're happy for me because they see I'm happy, so okay. We have no clue how he's doing this, how he's dealing with insecurities, how he's dealing with this or that, and how could he let go one country, going to another country that's considered to be less developed and grey and whatever, ex-communist country, blah blah blah. They don't understand. So most of them are not even coming to visit because, I don't know, they don't want to see actually, because they don't want to break their reality, their perspective of how life is. Because if they know if they would come here, they may see how I'm truly happy, and that I do not need all the things that they have been holding on so badly. Because basically, them coming here and experiencing me here in my new environment, they would start to question the reasons for which they're staying in their environment, holding on to all those physical things, objects, circumstances, and still not being happy. The reality would fall apart. And they don't want that. They're not ready to do that. I did it when I was ready. And it was very easy to do. Yeah, of course I felt stress and stuff when I decided to move and to let go of everything I had, or what I thought I had. Because I even remember a conversation with my father who was like, how can you do that? Everything you built up, okay, what did I build up? I asked him. Your house. Well, I'm just renting a penthouse. So, I cancelled the lease. Your stuff. Well, most of it I haven't touched in the past 3 to 4 years. So I don't need to take all of it. I'm taking with me what I really believe I need. And your job. Already quit my job. Yeah, and there was not much left. He surrendered. Because every question he asked, everything he named was just a circumstance, was just a physical thing that could be easily replaced. I didn't like being in a job in a large corporation anymore. Having people telling me what to do, seeing that it was the wrong thing to do. They even knew it, but for whatever stupid reason, generally their egos, they refuse to change things. And they would blame me if things would go wrong while they set up things in an inefficient way. And I would point out things, or they would ask me for feedback, and would give them the feedback, and 1 year later they would come back and ask me again for the same feedback. And again promise to change everything. And some people had been 7 years in that company, and for 7 years they had the same conversations over and over again with the same promises and the same things being done, meaning nothing. And this was not only in the last company I was in, it was in almost every company I was in. Why would I waste my time moving around boxes for people who don't even appreciate that I'm moving around the boxes? And moving around the boxes is not even benefiting anyone. Way of speaking, talking about boxes. No, I chose to do something that actually has an impact. I'm helping people to transform their lives. Not by giving them a nice mobile phone that will make them feel great for the first few days, or a house or a car which will afterwards create stress because they need to pay the mortgage or the bank, or there is a scratch or there is a crack and oh, I just invested so much in it. No, I help people growing in here to become lighter, to take life much easier, to feel happier, without having all those objects that mainstream media is telling you that you need to have to be happy. All these marketeers are selling you, oh yeah, but this is really you need to have. You'll feel so great. Yeah, maybe you'll feel very great for a few moments. But what you need is nothing. You need only yourself. Nothing from the outside world. Look at Nelson Mandela, 27 years in prison. How did he come out? Upset that he didn't have had Netflix? Or didn't have had beautiful clothes to wear? Or expensive meals? No, he came out with a lot of love in his heart, and he decided to do a few great things for his country. He didn't need to stay 27 years in prison. Could have gotten out much earlier, or even didn't have to go into prison if he would have taken the briberies they offered him. If he would have taken the money they wanted to give him just to shut his mouth or to change his opinion, to sell his soul. You don't need all those things. You need what's in here. You need to allow it to be and to express itself. That's true smartness. If you do that, you'll see your life change, your life transform. I'm not saying that you have to quit your job immediately. Maybe you can even stay in your job forever, but start living from here. And I actually did that in one job, in one company. I did it from here. So it's possible. Okay, the company got dissolved at certain moments because of people who were greedy, wanted a lot of money, so who played a nice game for profit by buying the company, and then it was some kind of tax scheme. I'm happy I had that experience. It helped me develop myself further and grow. That's why I'm doing today what I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. And it's feeding my soul and it's giving me a lot of energy. Let this sink in. Life is not about all the physical objects you can gather. Life is about all the experiences you can have from here.